Hey, here are 3 ways to make $30,000 or more per month that are fully legal, completely legit, and take 90 days or less to learn how to do them. Okay, so I've done all 3 of these personally, so I want to share with you what worked, what didn't work, and where I would start if I was just starting out. The first one, the biggest month I had was 150K. The second one was around 50 grand. The third one was just about 2 million. That was a year in 2023. We did over $15 million with this company, and this happened all in 1 month. Okay, so for number 1, I got my real estate license. I was working full-time as a firefighter. On my days off, I would go and sell real estate, specifically condos, mainly because houses were so expensive and they intimidated me. The average price of condos where I lived, which was Victoria, British Columbia, Canada, was $250,000, which ended up giving me about a $5,000 commission per sale. My overall goal in that first year of selling condos at the age of 2024 was to make $500,000 because it had never been done before and would make me a freak and put me in the top 1% in the country, which I really wanted because I had never made good money before. The most I had ever made was as a firefighter was like 40 grand a year, and I wanted to prove that to myself that it was possible. To make $500,000, I needed to sell 100 condos, which was 8 sales per month. That year, at the age of 24, I ended up hitting my goal by $648. And as a little sidebar, I credit my success to 2 things. 1, taking massive action. Number 2, reading a book that changed my life called Think and Grow Rich. And I put that book and my other favorite money books in a link in my bio. There's a bunch of free information in there, so you can click on it after watching this video. So let's move on to number 2. And number 2 is something I've talked about a bunch in videos, so I'm just gonna go through it really quickly. It's called being in high ticket sales, where you're a salesperson that works from home on your laptop. You enroll people in like $10,000 programs or somewhere around there and make 10% commission, so like $1,000 per sale. So I want to get to number 3, which has a big $2 million a month. So if you want more information on the high ticket sales stuff, there's a link in my bio, a bunch of free information in there. Enjoy it. But let's get to the big juicy one. Let's be honest, this shit needs its own page. And number 3 is an example of the epic shit that hustling your balls off for like 2 to 3 years gives you that you never even expected. Here's what I mean. That $1.98 million month that I just mentioned started when I was hustling trying to get a public speaking career going. I did a TEDx talk and I was 29 years old, which led to speaking at Harvard, the United Nations, Princeton, and in front of like 100,000 people live all over the world. And not to go too in depth, but I was speaking about a project that I was doing in Kenya where I was building schools for kids that didn't have them and houses all over Latin America for families that needed housing. So that whole journey of my life took 3 years where I ate, slept, and breathed public speaking and ended up becoming pretty decent at it. And the thing that I didn't expect to get out of all of that hustle was enough knowledge that I could package all of this up and teach other people to do the same thing. And that's what number 3 is all about, where you package up your expertise, the things that you've learned in your hustle, and put it into a system that you can teach other people en masse. For example, remember that TEDx talk? Well, I've now packaged that experience up and helped over 650 people become TEDx speakers all over the world. Like literally 650 people have done TEDx talks that would not have done TEDx talks because I packaged up what I learned in my hustle. And those speakers have reached like 40 million people all over the world with their talks. Now you could do this if your hustle was losing 100 pounds. You could teach people how to do that. If you know how to find your soulmate, you could teach people how to do that. You could teach people how to boost their testosterone by 200%, how to start a business, how to get out of their 9 to 5. Heck, you can teach people how to write a book. The key here is when you put your energy and effort and focus into one thing for like 2 to 3 years of your life, which is not that much time in comparison with your whole life, then you're not only going to benefit by what you get out of those 2 to 3 years, but you're going to learn so much that you can package it up and sell it to other people. And they then get to use that information to live way better lives. But back to the tangibles, that number 3, that $2 million a month started with a $3,000 offer that helped people get TEDx talks, which led to offers ranging from $9,800 to $35,000, where we help people do all sorts of stuff like land paid speaking gigs, scale their businesses. And maybe you've noticed I don't have a link to go and check that out or a web page. I haven't even told you the name of the company because I'm not trying to sell you guys anything. All the information that I give is for free. So this company now has 10 sales reps, 35 total team members, and thousands of clients, and it all started with one packaging of what I learned in my hustle. If you think this was helpful, just wait till you see what I've got in store for this year. Follow for more.